So similarly, if there is nobody buying stolen tea, nobody is going to steal tea. And that's why you find even these invasions, this tea you are here is being plucked at night. Na mtu hawezi, you cannot go and harvest tea at night, in the middle of the night, and harvest good quality tea. Huwezi. They will come and cut the whole branch, hiyo inakuwa chai. Inaletwa hapa, we don't know, we can't tell which farmer is the one who plucked the one branch. So the tea is a mess. Then people start complaining, ishai ya area hii hapana mbaya, inaonekana kama ni siasa. Hakuna. This thing we have to stop. And therefore, and I agree with the chairman's proposal, that transparency, total and complete transparency in the industry is what is going to help us. If you are an independent producer, these are the people I buy from. Mimi nanunua chai yangu kutoka kwa hawa. Huyu ana 5 acres. We know the production per acre. We know. So we have got ICT. Yes. There is technology now. We know how much 5 acres are producing. And we have asked the tea board that anybody buying tea from hawkers, wherever you are, we will deregister you. There is no choice. So what we need is transparency from anybody who is buying tea. If we ask you to tell us where you got your tea, the quantity of the tea, the corresponding acreage, you have to be able to prove it. What I'm proposing going forward, a common tea marketing development fund, which is going to be within the levies and within the regulations that I'm going to be signing probably next month, next week, not next month. I have proposed to the Interior Minister, my brother Kipchumba, and we have progressed it to the President Ruto, that we form what is going to be the agricultural police, an agricultural police unit. Because there is a tourism police unit. There is even an ICT police unit. But when you tell a person who has been chasing a gun runner in Githurai to now come and deal with somebody who has invaded a land, that mindset is completely different. When you tell somebody there is fake fertilizers being sold to tea farmers, it's a very different mindset. And the discussions and the investigations are some that require the somebody who is investigating to understand what is a fake fertilizer, an expired fertilizer, and a proper fertilizer. That person is not just a regular police. That is why we have proposed, and we are in discussions about the possible start. And I want to be clear, this is a discussion. I have engaged with the Treasury on this issue. I have had discussions with my brother John Bandi on this matter. I have raised the matter of packaging material in Parliament. I even did it yesterday at the Senate, so that we can act holistically to bring down all the costs that can jeopardize this issue of our value adding in our tea sector. And I want to keep it alive. So even you, wherever you are, you probably have more information on this matter than I do. So feel free to also engage us so that we can be able to resolve that issue of value addition. It is how we are going to create jobs. In this room sits the solution to very many of the problems that we have alluded to here. The marketing, the transparency, the creation of new markets, including Africa. And I'm not saying that the other ones should not be done. They should be done. But I'm just proposing to you is a proposal that look again at what we have right out here. You all know what happens out there. Russia is a big market for tea. You know what happens. Ukraine is a big market for us. You know what happens. Something happens there and they say no. Iran. You want us to talk about Iran? You all know about Iran, eh? You don't know about Iran? And a man who was jailed 2 weeks ago for 66 years for something to do with our tea, our market. 66 years the man was given. Transparency and accountability, responsibility is a huge part of us. Is a huge part of what we are doing here. During the year 2024, the total earnings from tea amounted to Kenya shillings 215.21 billion, out of which 181.69 billion was earned from exports, while Kenya shillings 18 billion from local sales and Kenya shillings 15.52 billion from committed stocks. This was an increase of 9% from the market value of Kenya shillings 196.97 billion recorded in the year 2023. I congratulate the entire industry. As Kenyans, let's every so often look at something positively, no matter how many challenges exist in the industry. There will never be a time where there will not be a challenge or two. But let's look positively. Let's take good news when we can. And this is one of those times. Congratulations, let's keep it up.
There are other, of course, challenging issues that we hope we'll be able to deal with. And I hope this particular report of Manwaziri that we'll be launching today gives us data to allow us to move forward. I expect, on behalf of the growers in small-scale tea factories, that you disclose in this particular report all the players that we are competing with or we are in bed with. In terms of all the members of IATA, let us have the full disclosures. In terms of the other players also, let us know who are we with, from buyers, from brokers, from producers. Let us know. The reason why, and let us have in terms of new governance issues, because we are data-driven. We have serious challenges of tea hawking, and in particular, the west of River. We farmers, we have invested heavily to put up factories. But some of us, some of our factories are actually almost on death platform. We cannot have enough produce for our factories. And this has seriously challenged some of the tea factories, especially on the western side of it. We need, therefore, to know the data that drives that particular subsector. Let us know the producers in terms of their details. Governance today says even full disclosure of beneficial shareholders should be disclosed. So we ask for full disclosure in terms of governance and the new terms of ethical management of trade. That will help us to know how do we compete. And we develop our competitive strategies to move forward. Madam Waziri, the other areas that we think that the government can help is the area of taxes. There are some taxes, we have said this, Madam Waziri, many times. There are certain taxes that we can be allowed to have either suspension or removal. And details have been given, and we still want to ask again and again that this area be focused on.
So which is happening?